care. It's all good. Ow. Huh?
I forgot that VHS.
Which one?
Creature.
Oh.
Alright, what are we missing? What are we missing? Because we're gonna fuck around. You remember, if you have too much footage in there, you can always crop. Don't be afraid to crop.
I leave it all in there. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna say, let's not get too penisy.
I know. I leave it all.
I got that from my man. What's it called? What's my dude's name? I want you to go over to the camera, try to peer in without moving it to see if you can see all of my head. I know it's gonna be hard. You can move the box, but don't move the film.
I can see, like, from where.
Make sure that.
But your head's on that sign.
Oh, that's right.
I think you could scoot it in a little bit more, because then if you, by moving this chair out from there, I don't think you're.
Oh, I know I'm doing wrong. This one's doing wrong. This is fucking way. All right. All right. Yeah, I was saying though, my man. Not to be a biter, but my man. James Rolfe, angry video game nerd.
Ah.
All good.
Technical difficulties.
He goes up.
There we go.
Let's not get too penisy.
Let's
not get too cocky.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you know, we came, we saw, we kicked his ass.
Yeah.
We came, we saw, we kicked her ass. We nutted, we saw, we licked her ass.
Right on.
All right, so kicking this off. We might be fucking going through this shit really fucking quick. We had some bullshit happen this morning. Excuses like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Yeah.
But we wish we could have took a lot more time hanging out with you guys on this podcast. But unfortunately, it's gonna move a little bit swift. So sorry. All right. I want to go through items that I picked up on my own little VHS shit hunt yesterday, and for the most part, it was strictly a VHS shit hunt for me yesterday. I just had it on my mind. I headed over to Berkeley with my niece, and you know, I'm finally starting to hone in exactly what the fuck I'm looking for when I go out. A game plan per se, because I sure as fuck have not had one in the past thing. Get my de-aging cream out of here. I'm getting old, people. All right. For those who are following my Instagram, which is anyone who's watching this is following my Instagram, and the Facebook as well, is that I've been posting a lot of 90s flicks. So that's where my mind's at. You know, I'm in 90s mode. Aside from 90s, I'm also looking for, and when it comes to the 90s movies, it has to be, what I said earlier, it's got to be 90s movies that are made not just in the 90s, but take place in the 90s. Yeah. I'm not looking for fucking 90s movies that are based
in the West,
in the West, or on some retro shit, like, as much as I love it, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's actually a movie I want to get on Blu-ray. I want to see that crystal clear as possible. I don't want a movie that's a retro movie, i.e., The Doors. You know, I don't want to. See, I want it to be of the era, music-wise. I want to be as into the fucking 90s as possible. So I'm looking for, even if they're shit, like or trash, like Street Fighter, the movie, Biodome. You know, that's like a motherfucker who really ruled the 90s, probably sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, from MTV, yeah. From MTV to the movies, that motherfucker killed it.
Son-in-Law.
Aside from my 90s flicks, as you can see, I got this, The Creature Walks Among Us. I'm into I've been watching a lot of Turner Classic Movies as of late. I really got that bug. It's one of those things that's been under my nose the entire time. That it's like, oh, why did I get into this? But like most things in life, as you get older, your taste, your palate matures and drifts into a different medium. You know, maybe the medium that you were into previously is just it's oversaturated, and you're just fucking done with the taste.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, and it's like I can watch anything. Before it was like, all right, it's a black and white movie. What the fuck is this shit about? Some fucking love story. I don't want to watch this. But now I'm like, let that shit go.
Yeah.
There's always a gem in most of all those fucking old movies. But if I was really to hone in on what I'm really looking for from that era, from that 40s, as early as 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, early 60s, I'm looking for that horror. I'm looking for that sci-fi. So I come up on, and I love cover art. The cover art is really what drives me into watching the film, or wanting to see the film rather. So I picked up this movie, The Creature Walks Among Us. Check out that cover art. It comes with a CD-ROM.
Oh, no.
I believe it's a CD-ROM, a web card as they call it.
That's sick.
That is sick. Sorry, I don't have anything to fucking play that bitch on.
Creature from a Black Lagoon.
Right. I believe this is a sequel to The Creature of the Black Lagoon, and somehow he ended up where?
Oh, San Francisco.
Yeah, that's the Golden Gate Bridge. There's the clock tower along the Embarcadero. All new underwater thrills.
I guess, it does make sense. You figure it's a creature from the Black Lagoon. Somehow makes his murky ways into the depths of the ocean and finds his way to the bay.
Yeah. Much like...
That makes much sense.
Yeah, much like... maybe that's what they were thinking when they made Jason Takes Manhattan. Somehow he goes from Crystal Lake. They get picked up on a boat near Crystal Lake or on Crystal Lake and make their way... No, that boat was at Crystal Lake and it made its way to New York.
It just floated along.
There's some channels.
Drifted and just made its way. And just, oh, we're in New York. Let's fuck shit up.
Right. So, The Creature Walks Among Us. I can't wait to watch this. I've never seen this. That makes it even more...
even better. Yeah.
For sure. You're just watching something you've never seen before. I told you guys that... I don't know if you guys were listening or not. I know I was. Donnie half-ass was.
Yeah.
That for Halloween, Donnie's gonna be Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be we still make that fucking mistake to this day. Donnie's gonna be Frankenstein's monster. Whoever the body of Frankenstein's monster is, that's who Donnie is gonna be. He's gonna be Frankenstein's monster. And I'm gonna be Dr. Frankenstein, Max Frankenstein, distant relative.
I'm going to be Fiore Stein.
Fiore Stein, there you go. All right.
Fiore Stein and Max.
Max Frankenstein.
Max Freshstein.
Max Freshenstein. There you go. It's Max Freshenstein and
Fiore Stein.
and Fiore Stein.
The monster.
Exactly. All right. So I picked up. I think I had seen this for $4.99 or something like that at Amoeba. I got it $1.99 at another spot.
Nice. The thrill of the hunt.
You got to get the original. I mean, we can't just skip over and watch Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein without seeing Frankenstein.
Yeah.
As much as you may know about this, I'm sure you don't know the movie beat for beat.
The original? No.
No, you know.
Hell no.
I'm gonna. There's two versions of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the original novel. I want to break it down real quick. Mary Shelley writes Frankenstein in 18-something. Years later, they adapt her book into Frankenstein. Years later, they make a movie called Young Frankenstein. In Young Frankenstein, there's a scene where Dr. Frankenstein, his lady, show up at the train station. Met by Igor, who has the hump on one side and it shifts throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's a comedy. Igor grabs their bags and says, "Walk this way." Aerosmith, on a break from their tour, go see Young Frankenstein and laugh hysterical at that "Walk This Way" scene. So they go on to make the song Walk This Way. Years later, our guy Rick Rubin with Rushtown Records or whatever the label that Run DMC was on, even though it's Def Jam, but Run DMC was actually never on Def Jam. People actually get that fucking make that mistake. He tells the guys that I want you for the Raising Hell album, which became at the time the highest grossing rap album ever created. Like it changed hip hop because prior to that album, hip hop was strictly a fucking black thing.
Yeah.
All right. And that's why in the video, they're fucking rocking out next door, rapping out, and they're the kings of rap. They're the kings of rock. They got real rockers next door, Aerosmith, jamming out. And Aerosmith, who kicks in? No, Run DMC.
They kicked
in Aerosmith's door because it's a symbol. Exactly. It's obviously to symbolize we're fucking. Y'all better respect this thing called rap. We're coming into it because this is the time where fucking blacks, other than Michael Jackson, for the most part, couldn't get no airtime on MTV. You know, the thing that if I get airtime, people are gonna go out and buy my fucking album. You know, we're making all this great music, and you guys aren't even showing our fucking shit.
Yeah.
So Rick Rubin told Run DMC, I want you guys to that had always been a fucking song that rappers, not just Run DMC, would rap over in the park over that riff. So Rick Rubin's like, yeah, go ahead and y'all gonna do Walk This Way. So they start fucking writing rhymes. And he's like, what are you guys doing? No, I want you guys to fucking actually rap the lyrics that Aerosmith wrote. Very innovative. So they had to sit there. I'm sure a lot of you guys know the story. They had to sit there and learn these hillbilly lyrics as they would Run DMC had interpreted it as. And it pushed hip hop with that Raising Hell album. Even to this day, it's not a song they really like. They actually have to perform Walk This Way because that's how gigantic that fucking song was and still is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a crossover song that was making it onto rock stations. A rap song was on rock stations in 87, 88.
Yeah.
All right? You know, it's changing culture. It's changing how people view black people. How others view black people. Whites in particular.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Mary Shelley. Moving on. I was talking to you earlier about, you know, I'm not going to fucking... my guy, I'm going to give a shout out, Dean Del Rey, said something very cool. He said, celebrate the things that are great, not what you hate. So I'm not even going to bring up the bad taste I was given in my mouth about this particular movie. I'm just going to talk about how awesome I think Flash Gordon is. This football player that, I don't know, gets abducted. I don't know.
And then he saves the universe.
Yes.
He gets called upon to do some...
Because he's a superstar.
So who else? He's a superstar. So then who else than to send a superstar to go fight Earth's wars?
Boom. All right. So, like I said, I'm sorry if I'm speaking fast and I'm getting through. I'm usually laid back, which I like to be, but sometimes I can really kick it into gear.
We had 2 cups of coffee today.
Oh, we're fucking jamming. Fucking smacked out of our minds right now. So Flash Gordon starring the great what's the name? Sydow? The motherfucker that was in Exorcist. Von Sydow, I think is his name. Great actor. I think he's still alive to this day, still ripping it up.
The guy that played the what the hell was
the Priest Marin or whatever.
The bad guy, right?
On where?
Flash Gordon?
Oh yeah, that guy. Like a motherfucker right
here. Yeah. That dude.
Yeah, with the goatee. Very iconic look. Man. So so that's my retro back in the day type shit.
Honestly, classic iconic bad guy
look
for movies in that era. It was like he had to fight, you know, some sort of facial hair, a scar, you know, like, oh, that's the guy that's gonna fuck shit up.
For sure.
You know, or that's the one to keep an eye on.
This is like one of the first comic book type movies. I believe Flash Gordon is
I think
it's a comic book. You know how we were listening earlier to the Superman shit?
Yeah.
That's that shit that was like the audio. It's Flash Gordon. Make sure you tune in next week type show.
Type thing. Yeah, it came out on the fucking...
The radio.
Like Little Orphan Annie.
You know, exactly. Remember on What's that movie?
Christmas Story.
Yes.
Yeah.
That type shit.
You know, sit in front of the radio. That's what entertainment was.
Over there, see if you can see Excalibur. I know it's gonna be a bitch. Get that Excalibur down.
Excalibur.
No, the old school one I got. It's right there. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
You might have to move those tapes, so you don't have a disastrous thing happen. All right.
It's all for
Jenga.
It's all for the podcast.
All right. I know, like when
it's all part of the show, people. If it falls, I meant it to fall.
Like when I was like, let the fucking neon sign fall. Good. Oh man. All right. So, reason why I'm having Donnie bring out this is Excalibur, one of my favorite films. First time I saw it was in either middle school or high school. It's the story of King Arthur, if you guys aren't aware. This cover is the most popular cover from DVDs to Blu-rays to the VHS I have in my hand. This fucking image is played out. Not the movie. This fucking poster is played out. So yesterday, doing my VHS shit hunting, I come up on Excalibur. This is the first release on VHS. That's the second one. You know, the Warner Brothers hits, you know, that stupid shit across the top. You didn't get none of that shit right here.
Yeah.
You got the Warner Brothers on the side, home video. That's one thing. But you don't get the fucking promotion of Warner Brothers blocking out the fucking cover. It's just straight up Excalibur. An adult drama. There's some fucking going on in here, okay? Guinevere, you bitch. Alright? So.
Call a locksmith. That was Robin Hood, sorry.
It's all the same shit.
No, I know.
So,
Men in tights, right?
I wasn't gonna pull the trigger on this at first, because I was like, I already own the movie. I'm a fucking psychopath. In fact, I am. So I had to. I just had to. I was like, I got it. I don't give a fuck if it's the same film, nothing added. I'm buying it strictly to be that guy who has the alternate cover. And whenever else am I gonna run across Excalibur?
First release.
First, it's just not happening, dude. It's just
No.
not happening. So, fuck it, you know. Got it. Happy I got it. That's gonna do it for my, as far as my kind of like, even though it came out in the '80s, whatever. My back in the day retro shit. Like I said, I'm on some '90s tip shit. 1 second before I move on. A couple more '80s gems on some horror shit. Lost Boys, not gonna go too deep in this. Everybody knows and loves the Lost Boys. Had the cop, glad I got it. This is a pickup I got today. Lady came through with a shit ton of VHSs, and it was a bunch of bullshit. Let me tell you. Oh, did she have some bullshit? But
there was a couple gems that we had to pass up too, just cause. But
on some budgetary, our red zone was $10. I hit $7. Donnie, when he talks about his, he'll tell you how much he spent on his items today, rather. So I hit $7 today. And High Spirits, great movie, has Peter O'Toole in it, Daryl Hannah, comedy horror. You know, it's one of those movies that used to come on a lot on KBHK back in the day, Saturday afternoon matinee on KBHK. Just brings back some great memories, starring the lovable Steve Guttenberg. You know, I'm not gonna celebrate what's great, not what you hate. Guttenberg, some say he ruled the '80s. You know, I beg to differ. He had his moments, though. He definitely had his moments. High Spirits, great film. You guys need to check that out if you're into those kind of cheesy '80s comedy. Just if you're into it, you're into it. If you're not,
cool.
Good for you.
Everybody's got their thing.
Another retro pickup is Mad Max. I'm gonna look on the back of this real quick to see. This is a 1993 release. I guarantee the original release of this comes in
a hard case.
A case like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of you picked up at the library.
Yeah.
All right. And that's what I'm looking for. You know, I got it to have it, to get it, got it. Now we're good. With Mad Max, you know, I'm not gonna wax poetic about Mad Max. We all know Mad Max, and I'm Max, so had to get it. put that there ever so slightly, maybe like that, so that camera can get a hit. Some of that hit. All right, I'm going to hold up all four of my '90s Jim Jams at once, and just spit some shit on each one. Thelma and Louise. This is an adult film. This is the movie that your mom watched. Okay? Alright? This is the movie. I'm in the other room. We only got one TV, and I'm not watching TV at 8 p.m. tonight because mom is watching Thelma and Louise with the Bitch Brigade. Okay? My mom was in the crew back in the 90s called the Bitch Brigade. Alright? Her, Danica, and Gina, and a couple alternate members. Alright? But the three-headed beast of the Bitch Brigade was, like I said, my mom, Danica, and Gina, and Thelma and Louise was a
Friday night hitter.
Was a hitter, all right? All right. Swingers. Now, that's something that, one of those movies that I watched when I was about, come out 96 or something like that. When I was, 14 or so, 15, whatever, myself. And I enjoyed it, but didn't really understand it because I'm not in that mode. I ended up watching this movie when I was in that going out, bachelor
partying.
You know what I'm saying? How's your baby? Is your baby good? Why didn't you buy a drink for your baby? I don't even know if they said that line, but it's all about your baby. You gotta take care of the chick. All right, you gotta take care of the girl too. All right, if you want that girl, you gotta take care of your baby. Swingers, man. This is like the Bible, the VHS Bible for the bachelors out there trying to, that late night we're going to Vegas run movie. I mean, it's nothing. There's something like this movie. It's called Reality. All right, because that movie is real as a fuck. All right, this is one of those movies watched as a kid, got it, loved it. I believe this is pre Wayne's World. Mike Myers. In fact, it is.
It is.
Great movie, great flick. Takes place in Frisco. Is the sausage place, wherever the fuck she works, salami place, meat place she works at, is in North Beach. Though it's not called the same establishment, but that building is still there. It's a Frisco movie, man. It's a Bay Area type of flick. You gotta watch it. It has a very Hitchcocky feel to it. Comedy Hitchcocky feel.
Yeah.
Great flick. Great freaking flick. Like my man Biff says. All right. This film came out in 1990 starring Clint Eastwood, Charlie Sheen, The Rookie. All right. There's a few movies called Rookie of the Year, but no, this is The Rookie. All right. This movie is bad as fuck. There's a scene where like a brand new Mercedes-Benz gets crashed through a fucking off of a building or something. Forget exactly the sequence. I just remember this movie was hella good. Clint Eastwood still got it going on, being held hostage. Being held hostage by this fine ass chick. Because he types in the chair, being held hostage. He came in and seduced him.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he had an old man chubby. He was loving it. Yeah. Clint's still getting it. This was filmed around the area that he made another film called Pink Cadillac. Another great flick. But this is almost kind of like Clint Eastwood's trying his best to shed the Dirty Harry, even though they have the gun in here. This is, I want to say a couple years later, it's when him and Meryl Streep make Bridges in Madison County. Yeah. And helped to propel Clint Eastwood into that directorial life that he's been living, / acting. Of course, he's going to continue on doing that. But The Rookie, love this film. Can't wait to watch it again. Bam, I hit my hitters as far as VHSs go. While I was out yesterday, I knew of this. It cost me $25, but I had to do it on the nostalgia tip. I didn't have this particular one when I was a kid, but Tank Girl, believe it or not, you would think, oh man, Wolverine was my first fucking comic book. I don't know, man. I like Tank Girl, and this was, I think, they had this in Suncoast Videos because the movie was just coming out while they were promoting Tank Girl. Yeah. But I was definitely into Tank Girl.
I'm gonna bring this.
Go ahead, do you think?
Bring it down a level.
So I went ahead and copped Tank Girl for the nostalgia factor. And all I wanted to do last night, I ain't gonna lie, I jones, but I didn't do it because I ain't no sucker. I wanted to fucking smoke a joint and read Tank Girl. You know, I stabilized. I went and had a nice little meal, a little piece of candy, and my jonesing would have went away. You know, self-control.
Nice.
But a lot of this stuff, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of this stuff is definitely stoner material. And one day in the future, when I get all my shit together, I can actually sit down and smoke a bowl and enjoy this shit on another level. You know, but there's a time and a place for everything, and smoking weed right now, for me, it's not, it ain't one of them. But Tank Girl, I read a couple pages already last night here in the box. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Last thing I want to talk about is this item I picked up that was came out in 1961. This is Smokey Bear and the Campers. There's nothing soothing to me than kicking back on children's books. You know, you hardly have to think, but there's a lot of life lessons in them.
Yeah.
You know, they help you when you're dealing with bullshit in life. You're able to go back to things like this. You know, stand in a place where you are. You know, when you're lost in the woods, just don't even, and people are looking for you, don't move, just stay there. They're eventually gonna find you. All right? I use that analogy when I'm trying to pick up on chicks. All right? No need to fucking walk all around. Just stand in the place where you are, and they'll come to you. So there's life lessons can be found in books like this. And right now I'm currently gonna be turning my apartment into a whole 1960s vibe. Because we got a movie called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that's coming out, and I already know how I am with movies like that. I end up having that, like, why is my place looking like this? Why am I not living my life on some 60s shit?
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to turn my whole place into the era of cool, the era of Steve McQueen, and have my apartment looking real fresh, 60s fresh. That's gonna do it for my shit shooters portion.
All right.
Guys gonna come in and speak about
what I
his one item,
yeah.
which is great because we don't have too much fucking time.
It's good. All right, we're gonna swap the seats. Just take a quick look here.
I'm sure you're recording.
No, yeah, I'm sure we are too. I just want to check on the time.
Go ahead. It might be 12. No, you gotta be